So we're more than halfway through the fishing season by a bunch. And the only thing we're going to see now is sulfurs and blue wing olives until the end, or maybe some ISOs. But other than that, that's really it. There's nothing exciting going to happen. So it's time to do some work on the house. I got two big projects, and maybe a few other little ones. But the two big projects are, one is I got a deck collapse that I need to rebuild. That's probably the biggest project. But the other one, the one I'm gonna start now, is I have a rotted chimney that I want to reface. So basically skim coat again. Hopefully get it to last maybe a few more years and then figure out what I want to do. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's a chimney block chimney, so it's not brick. It's block. And shouldn't be that tough of a job unless things go south for me. Then it might be a little bit tougher, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Now, if you can see, I'm using the fishing camera. That's the GoPro 7, and that's because it's very light, and I don't want to climb up on top of the roof with a big camera. So the camera that I use for fly tying and some other things, I'm not using now. So it's like a wide angle type of lens. Maybe the audio isn't actually, perfect. That's because I'm using the GoPro. It's just safer this way. I'll probably use this for house projects. It's real easy. I can just throw it in my pocket, take it out, film a little bit, put it back in the pocket. So that's what I'm doing. And that's the camera I'm using and why I'm using it. So, all right, let's get started. First thing we got to do is make it safe to climb up onto the roof with a ladder. And I'll show you what I mean by making it safe. All right, see ya. Okay, so let's say this is the roof and this is the chimney. Right in this spot right here, okay, we have a little overhang. Essentially, it's a little angle iron right here, and it allows the shingles to just come over. This distance right here is, an inch or 3/4 of an inch or something like that, this distance. So we can't put a ladder up here because it's going to crush this corner. This isn't strong right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of wood here, right, to allow the ladder to sit on the corner of this wood. But we're also going to do that piece of wood is going to be here, and we're going to put a piece of wood behind it. So we're actually going to be out here, right? And we're actually even going to put a third piece of wood because I really want to build it out far. So the ladder is going to, this distance is 14 inches. The ladder is going to fit right, it's going to get locked in here, okay? And then I'm going to screw this to, it's an eave really. The way it looks is the roof's coming down like this. It's coming down like this, and then it's like that. So I'm going to screw this piece of wood there. 2 screws, that should be enough. I'm going to use some of this old 2x6. So that's what I'm doing. This screw is not here. This screw is here. Disregard that. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to build, if that makes any sense to you right now. I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, so, nice. That's good. The ladder is going to fit right here. I'm going to screw, the ladder is going to fit here. And I'm going to screw it here. We should probably get that set up. Now, if you're going to work from a ladder and you want to screw something in, start those screws on the ground. And a good little tip is have them stick out a hair. See that? And what that's going to do is you're going to get up there and you're going to take this thing and you're going to just whack it against the thing that you're screwing to, and it's not going to slide on you because these little screws here are going to dig into it. That might actually be too much. I'll take that out of here. This is how I got that one sticking out, like an 1/8 inch, 3/16, something to just grab so it doesn't slide on you. Okay, easy there. It's up there. It's kind of janky, but it should work for now. Okay. Get back to you when I'm on the roof spraying wasps, because we've got a major wasp issue. Let's see here. It's going to be some glare, but we got two wasp nests. They look man, they look bad. They look real bad, to be honest with you. They look like they're in that eave, actually. Shit, they do look like they're in the eave. All right, let me get back to you. No, not even close. Shit, we're gonna have to go up there. I think I got it now. Ooh, so they're in that crack. That's not good. Covered up that hole. They're going in that crack. Haven't exploded yet. Well, I really did. I definitely caught them off guard because they were all sitting on that back one. There's one, maybe you can see it's underneath there, but I caught them both off guard. So those are all in that back nest are gone. Alright, so that's one can down. Yeah, these are dead. I'm gonna keep this can here. And then, man, it is hot with this jacket on. I got like a torrent shell on with the hood pulled over. So here is, you're looking at the sky. So here's the, gotta be careful to see all that. I broke that off by hand. That's not coming off on its own. So essentially, we got to get rid of all this. Anything loose here, even semi-loose, we got to get it off. Everything, all the paint, it's got to come off. So we'll come up here with a screwdriver and chip the hell out of this thing. Literally with our back to the wasp nest. Is not exactly ideal. I think we nailed them pretty good. So we'll come in here and clear all this off, and then it's a little bit loose, but once you hit it a little bit, and then it's actually pretty solid. It's not like it's gonna fall over. So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna trowel it up and just try and make it look a little decent. You know, I'm not an expert at this. Obviously, I've never even done it before. I mean, I've troweled before. I've done cement before, so I've done cement work before, I've done tile work, I've done a whole bunch of stuff, but I've never done this specific thing. But you watch a few YouTube videos and you feel like you're Superman. with a screwdriver, a heavy-duty screwdriver, or even maybe a chisel, and chip everything off here. Make sure it's clean, totally clean. So yeah, I'm going to use a cement, sand, and lime mixture. So it's going to be tacky. And we're probably going to even use some, if I can find it, I don't know if they make it, but a spray base coat. Essentially like a, I don't know what they call it, like a weld, something weld, and it's basically you put it on concrete before you skim coat or something like that. So I'm going to use that, and I probably will place that thing up there. I'd like a metal one, to be honest with you. That's new. You gotta have one of those on in the Catskills, or else you'll, without a doubt, you'll have some cooked up squirrels in there. But other than that, I mean, this was, you know, crappily done, but it looks basically new. Yeah. So we got to get up here with a broom too and clear all this off, because you step on that and it's over. The summer's over if you step on this stuff. Alright, so we're just gonna sweep this off, try and get it clean, and then once we got it clean, this is the other side, by the way. This is probably the biggest. Yeah, you can see that's pretty bad, I have to say, but I think it's fixable. John and I came up here, John Bonacera and I, we looked at it for 15-20 minutes or so and kind of came to the conclusion that it is fixable. Alright, we got a new plan here. Unfortunately, I was chipping away, I was just trying to clean it up, and next thing you know, I'm through. That's the terracotta right there. You can see the person that replaced it last time used the wrong sleeve. You believe this ridiculousness? So the new plan is we're taking this baby down. That's it. I mean, I had a plan. We were going to reskim it, but clearly we can't reskim it with this problem here. This is I mean, I just touched it and it fell off. Look at this right here. See that? That's coming out. That's coming out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to knock this entire thing down, and we're going to get down to we're going to see what happens. I'm wondering how bad it is on that first block. The first block's the problem, all right? Because that's going to require waterproofing. The other blocks are easy. I take them down, I put new blocks on, I mix up some mortar, 2-to-1, sand to cement, Portland. Honestly, that's really easy. I just block them up. But the waterproofing clearly is a problem. If I got to chip out that first block there, that first one down there, if I got to take that out, essentially, I mean, you know what I got to do. I got to reflash the thing. It's a whole bunch of nonsense that needs to be done. But if I got to do it, I got to do it. You know, fortunately, this thing is only attached to the oil burner for heat, and I don't need heat until from the oil burner. I don't need heat till November, mid-November, when Sam and I go away for a while. You gotta have oil then. But till then, I don't need anything. So I can cover it up with this tarp. I can take my time. I can do it right, and that's what we're gonna do. So I don't know if this is a harder project or an easier project. I really don't know. Resurfacing it might have been the same amount of time as putting new blocks on, honestly. The problem is going to be the waterproofing. That's gonna be probably just as hard, just as long as the rest of the stuff. And we'll replace the terracotta if we have to. I think we probably will, because it looks like it's completely incorrect. They don't have the right ones lined up. And that's it. So I'll get back to you when we start taking this baby down. Thought I had a plan, but the plan got changed. Okay, we're already down past that hole. The hole was up here, so I already took down a whole bunch here, and it's coming off easy. I mean, what I took off so far took about 10 minutes. It really doesn't take very long to take it down, and it shouldn't take that long to build it up. Honestly, to be honest with you, I mean, the real part is going to be, I mean, geez, I'm gonna have to carry up. You can see we're redoing that patio. We got somebody doing that. I'm not crazy enough to redo that patio, but it's going to be climbing up here with these blocks one at a time. That's really it with the heat blaring. It's going to be something, this heat. But we're just going to keep on going. I got something stuffed in here. Obviously, I got tarp stuffed in here so that we don't get any rubble going down the hole. Other than that, I'm just going to keep on going. I'm going to be down. These are 24 inches long. At least they should be. You don't stick a freaking 60-foot pipe through there. You got it down to this block right here. I don't think I'm going any further. That block is basically solid. I'm looking at it right now. It's good. I mean, it's real good. Even though that crap looks like it's coming off a little bit, it's a solid block. Okay, so let's take a look at this now. As you can see, this is the counter flashing I was talking about. This is essentially the counter, meaning it goes the opposite way as the other flashing, right? So it goes on the out. This is the regular. This is the flashing for the roof. You can even see when I do this, it picks up. There's no nails here. I'm not sure if there should be nails there or not, but it's underneath. There's probably nails underneath, I assume, but it looks like it's loose. This one goes over this like that. See that? And see this little lip right here? This actually is supposed to get cut into the block. So if you look here, it's tough to tell, but this is so shoddily done, but you can see right here, this bend is cut into this block right here. And that's basically to seal it. Seal it this way, and it's sealed this way. And this one, if you look, it looks like it's coming loose here. But it's supposed to go, you can even see the cut right there. See that? That cut right here would have went into the other block. So this would have been in here somehow. But it looks like I probably pulled it out when I was pulling the blocks out. You see that? And this looks like there was a nail here, so they caulked it. There's a nail here. There probably should have been a nail here. Who knows why they didn't do it. But, so this obviously is shot. So I need another piece on this side. But as far as the waterproofing is concerned, right here, I assume that this is all good. Seems like it's done right. I mean, if I would have seen this not cut in or something like that, even though that this is kind of ugly, it seems like as far as the way it should be done, I think it's all right. Okay, so I went to this side, and this counter flashing just was like, the nail just popped right out. I think we got to take the counter flashing off. You can see the roofing flashing right here. This is done okay. It's supposed to be one piece per shingle, and that's right. You can see the cut right there. It's still solid, so that's good. I think as of this moment, that's the move I need to go with. It can't just be replace this one. I think this counter flashing that was here, that's this piece. I think I gotta remove all 4 pieces and redo them, which, not a big deal. I can do it. The cutting in is kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass. Fortunately, I don't have to do it on this one. I'll just get in here with a brush and clean it out real nice, and I should be able to get it back in. And I already have the line, so all I need to do is just put a piece of wood here and put the line this way, and then cut it along that line. So you see what this is doing. I don't know if I explained this why it's called counter flashing, because it's going the opposite way. It's counter to this one. It goes on top. So water can't get underneath here, and if water comes in through the top, it hits this and goes off since it's sunk in. And if it's not sunk in, think about it, just over time, you know what I mean? Over time, it's gonna peel away. So it really needs to be set in there for it to be correctly done.
this project keeps getting harder. This project keeps getting harder. I thought I was just going to reface it. Now I'm freaking taking the whole thing down. No, now I'm taking off the counter flashing. Next video you're going to see is there's just going to be a big hole here. So I had to remove this flashing. I might as well show you this. I took this side off, the other side. But there's going to be a nail here. Right? You don't want to go in here and try and pull, because you're going to pull this piece. What you need to do is you need to get underneath here. See this? Get right in there, right up against that nail, and you want to push up against the flashing to keep it there. Just get right in there and pry it. So see that? You just pried it off. Now the nail's still in there, but that's all right. That's actually ideal. And now nothing's connected here, and you can just take this off. See that? That's it right there. That's good. This little piece can pop out, no problem. Now, see this one, this right here? I think I might leave this. This is already cut in. It's solid. It's real solid. It's in there tight, and I think it makes sense to just leave it. You see, this is in there solid. I got to put another nail on the other side, but other than that, this side's looking good too. This has got the piece for every shingle. So I'm going to leave this counter flashing in, which is good because it's cut in, and all I got to really do now is, this is not looking so good, but it is what it is. The cut is right in here. I got to brush it out. Should be able to do that. It's open there. There's probably just a bunch of sand in there, and maybe I get in here with a flathead. All right, let me wrap this baby back up. All right, I have this thing wrapped up. Something important, I guess I should point out is that when you wrap something like this up, you got to follow that same water flowing issue. If you see here, this is like this. So essentially, what I did is that the ratchet strap's inside here. You can see it right there, right? And it goes around, and then I lifted up this side, and I attached it. So when water comes down here, it's still going to hit the waterproofing, and it's going to run off. If I had this thing down like this, water could get in here and maybe somehow get trapped in this tarp somehow, because it's laying down, and it could just sit like you could have a pool of water just sitting right here for who knows how long. I mean, maybe I don't work on this for a week. I don't know what's going to happen. That would be bad. So you have to, I lifted this up, water runs down here, it hits this flashing, boom, and it runs off the side. It's a very, very important, very important. So we're all sealed up here, and now it's just waiting for three good days in a row. I had something funny. We let the dogs out over here to go to the bathroom. Watson saw this blue tarp up here yesterday, or yesterday evening. He just started barking at it like crazy because it's something new. You know what I mean? He's never seen a blue tarp up here, and he's just barking like crazy at it. And I'm just like, it's a tarp, you idiot. Yeah, dogs. All right.